Oh,
See, it says that we're live.
Ew. Okay. Yuck.
Yeah, so Lisa is having issues this morning.
Oh, it's awful.
It is not awful.
Oh, it's bad.
It's not bad.
Easy for a guy to say that.
See, and then there's the email saying that we're live on YouTube.
We're live?
Yeah. So sometimes it's just me talking to nobody because.
Oh, sounds like you at home.
That little eye in the sky there. Oh, there's one person. There's a thumbs up. We can actually see who gives the thumbs up. So that was Rob. So Rob's here.
Cool.
But we can see like two people, but I can't see. Oh, there's one person watching from YouTube and one on Facebook. Good morning, Rob. How are you? Talked my wife into being here.
Not really talked. There's no school, so I'm not at work.
Yeah. So.
Just joking.
Yeah. So. And I don't know why my signal went down all of a sudden.
I don't know, but you've already talked about how I don't know what you talk about on this thing since, you talked about me before. So what is it that you talk about on here?
Oh, we were talking about birthday presents because we were talking about birthday presents. She asked me this morning what I wanted for my birthday. And,
he's one of those people that you can't, he's hard to buy for.
Yeah.
He will buy his own stuff, so there's no use in getting you anything. And I don't know a lot about the things that he likes. So like when it comes to Star Trek and when it comes
she does know.
I know a lot, but I don't know like what to get him that's not toyish or childish. Which
and she knows she was here when the new box arrived. So that I opened. So my latest one. Oh, Jim is on the Jim. Good morning, Jim. I think Jim is still. Are you still in Germany or Prague or something like that? I think so. Lisa, he's okay. So Rob's like, Lisa, you and my wife are in the same boat. Yeah.
Thanks. I know I'm not alone, but after 199 years of being together, there's only so much I can get him. I can get him like a piece of paper with my picture on it. Maybe that's all he needs. So when I'm not here, he could just look at my picture.
Hi. Good morning, Donnie. Hi from Australia. See, you get people from all over the world.
That's awesome.
We were talking about Kenobi on Friday and had some guy from Japan pop on. And he said that he'd never watched any Star Wars. And I told him we told him that I was not going to hold that against him.
Okay, so no judgment here.
Yeah.
But I'm just joking.
No.
I
understand,
But now's the time. Now's the time.
You gotta watch. Stuff. So on that note, I find this funny. So Rory Miller's Training Lab. And not really to throw Rory under the bus, but we were talking about Star Wars, and he didn't like Solo because I was like, Solo didn't get the justice that it deserved. Okay, he didn't like Solo because the way they set it up, he's this young kid, and he went through this whole like basically describing, and then says, oh, and then we go meet him, on Tatooine. So he actually didn't understand that it happened 10 years before A New Hope. And I told him, I was like, yeah, it happens 10 years before we meet him in A New Hope. So he has 10 years of growth, 10 years of becoming that scoundrel. And he didn't believe me, even though I had somebody there, this gal, Amy, that she's like, no, that's when it happens. Cause we were talking about timelines that, Kenobi happens 10 years after episode 3, and Solo takes place 10 years before A New Hope. So there's that year gap in there where potentially we could see Solo or Han Solo and a couple other people, maybe even Chewbacca in the background of Kenobi. So it's just kind of like throw in like little cameos, and not like the throwaway of that they did for what's his name, Wesley Crusher, because I mean he is like Rob has said, or somebody said, he's like the Doctor Who of Star Trek now. But yeah, I just don't like the way they did. His cameo could have been better. Let's just say that.
His cameo was fine. He agreed to it. It was a fine cameo. It wasn't that bad.
It is what it is.
We'll agree to disagree.
Yeah. And that is the secret to a successful marriage.
Oh, is our marriage successful?
See, this is what I have to deal with.
That's funny. I'm just joking.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So,
but the story has to start somewhere.
What, our story?
No. No. Yeah. Not us, Mish.
Okay. Let's see. School news. Kept the school closed today, but I'll probably go up there to do some cleaning and hanging and all that kind of stuff. Not to hang myself, but to like put up stuff that I have not put up before. See, look at that. I tell you. So I have these letters that I cut out of pine that I think I had posted just the artisan a while back of because I want to have, basically kind of, my logo on the wall. And then when you have seminars or people come and visit, they can take a picture underneath the sign. And I've been putting it off and I couldn't tell you why I'm putting it off. I just have been. So, making excuses for, other things need to get done, whatever. So so I got everything cut out. I got everything sanded yesterday. And then I had been kind of on the lookout for a red stain, and I can't find anything local. And I even got on Amazon, can't find anything on Amazon. So I'm just going to default to paint. So, and I think it was, I don't know which one of my students, I think it was Gordon, who said, just thin out the paint and the paint will act as a stain. So you could do it that way. I was like, oh, I could do that too. So, anyway, so I got the paint yesterday. So I'm going to paint today. Probably won't be able to put it up today, but I did get, I'd been kind of thinking about how do I put it on the wall, and I didn't want to do like the super glue, like the Gorilla Contact construction glue. But the other day, I bought, what was it? I bought some plexiglass. And I cut it down so I could put up this one sign for the Kids Love Life Skills merit badges, and it says "Learn to Earn." And so but I've got this textured wall at the school, so I didn't want to put it on the textured wall because I didn't think it would look right, and I wanted to be reusable. So I put it on the plexiglass, and then I got the little two-sided spongy tape, and I put that on the back of the plexiglass and then put that on the wall, and it stuck perfectly. So I bought a bunch of about 2 big rolls of the tape, to put that on the wood, so that could go up and hold it up.
So that's gonna go. The wood is gonna go. Okay, wait a minute. So the tape is gonna go on the wood. The taped wood is gonna go on the wall.
Yes.
You're gonna have to use a lot because those are the weight of the wood.
Yeah, the stuff that I bought. Now check this out. The stuff that I bought is rated for 10 pounds to hold 10 or 15 pounds. And this huge roll was only like $10. And I bought 2 of them because I didn't know how much I would need. This little roll that my son bought at Craft Warehouse after taxes was $13. And so I'm just like,
did he not use a coupon?
No, he didn't use a coupon.
I've taught him not so well.
Yeah.
He's like his father.
Yeah. So so there's that. So anyway, so I've got some painting to do, and so that'll be up before the seminar. What are you looking at?
I'm just looking at what people have typed. It's only a couple of things.
Yeah,
I can't see everything. I gotta look close.
You got to put on your glasses.
My glasses are not near us, so that's not happening.
See, I take off my glasses and I just see. I can't read
You're
anything
blind.
over there.
Blind.
Yeah. So. Yeah. What are these coupons you speak of?
Just a coupon to go to the store, period. Craft Warehouse puts out coupons, I don't know, once every couple of months. And I know that they have one right now that's 40% off a regular price item. So I know that I've taught my son better, that he knows to go into a place and look for coupons, but he is his father's child. And they just shop to shop.
You also need to see who he's married to.
Be nice.
She doesn't. They don't watch this stuff.
Somebody will get back to him and say something.
Oh my gosh.
She's still the mother of our grandchild.
Yep. Yeah. See.
No, the fact that we're grandparents is weird.
Oh, that's why
to say it out loud. Yeah, I can. Really? Yes, that's why I'm cringing. What did you think I was cringing for?
That she's the mother of our grandchild.
Well, I'm past that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's not that big of a deal.
Tony, I say nothing. Yeah. Okay, so on with other things. I finally watched Halo last night. I
know you did, huh? You watched Halo?
Yeah.
I thought we were watching it together.
We would have watched it last week or the week before.
Really?
Yes.
Sure?
Yeah. She only watched it because I had it on. It's kind of like everything else that she watches, I watch because she has it. Did you know?
Oh my gosh, he acts like I make him sit right in front of the TV and he has to watch whatever I put on. Oh my goodness. You're held hostage in front of the camera.
I do. Did you know that like the average episode length of Perry Mason is over
awesome.
30 episodes? Which doesn't
average episode length or average season length?
Average season length.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. Average season length over 30 episodes.
And there's 10 plus seasons.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Mm-hmm. Like 30,000 episodes of Perry Mason.
It's not 30,000 episodes. But what's cool is they're still in black and white.
Let me do.
Awesome.
And they what are you watching them on Prime?
Yeah, they're on Prime right now.
Okay. So whoever digitally remastered these episodes, they are amazing. Like the picture quality is so much better than even Voyager. Like seriously.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I will say it's pretty good.
Let's see. How do we get to a point where we are only getting 8 episodes per season?
Money. I think it has to do with money. I think that the amount of money that we're paying actors to be in series right now is so much that they can only have so many episodes. And so it's like, oh, you get 8 and that's all you get. But realistically, how much of a story can you really tell in 8? I mean, don't get me wrong, we have a lot of series that we see a lot of things happen in 8 episodes, but I wish that they would have 10 or they would have 12 or they would go back to the 22 episodes a season and really tell the story and give us some more background instead of kind of touching on so many little things. I don't know. Quick seasons are great, but seasons where you really kind of get to know your characters, so much better.
Well, they drew it out too much with Discovery. I think season 1 was like
talking about that one.
Like 17 episodes to tell one story.
Okay, but hold on. I think the 17 episodes are fine. I think it's the writers and how they tell the story that is the problem.
True.
Okay, so it could have been 34 episodes, but if the writers don't write well and the story is not good, it's not going to matter.
So Donnie says, I hate episodes X, no patience. I just watch movies. So you don't watch like any television. You're just a movie person. I'm assuming that's what I get out of that. Let's see. I would love to see a series get an order, then let the writers flesh out the entire season run for the producers to figure out the right episode count. Oh, there you go.
That would be awesome.
Yes, he is just a movie person.
Didn't we watch a series that did that one year? That, you know, it's been years, but I remember watching a show where I could have swore that they had filmed it, and then it was they had cut it into episodes, and it was a decent amount of episodes, and the story was just right because it flowed just the right way, and they cut it in just the right way. Or maybe I was just dreaming it. Who knows?
I think she was just dreaming it.
I feel like old school TV did things right.
Mm-hmm.
And this quick now, get it while you got it. And these kids who want to watch things, and I don't mean that in any disrespect, but the younger generation who wants things very quick, but there's no, they don't invest in anything. And so our TV has become that. Our series has become that. Our awesome shows have become something that's just quick, it's done and over with, and you know, they're on to the next thing instead of the investing into these shows for years with these actors that we love.
Kenobi season 2.
You know,
let's just say that. We need Kenobi season 2.
I mean, I could rewatch Perry Mason forever. I could rewatch CSI, Law and Order, you know, Charmed. I mean, he knows. I've watched all these things over and over and over again, multiple seasons, because I invested in those characters. And for me, they were timeless.
Yeah. But also there's been also some stuff. There's also been stuff where, I don't want to watch it until all the episodes are out.
Yes. Well, because I know it's going to be quick. I mean, come on, think about it. I don't want to watch till all the episodes are out. If there's 8 to 10 episodes a season.
And then there's seasons where we haven't even watched it because we're like, we'll watch it when it's over, when it's all done. Have we watched Dexter yet? We have not watched
the new Dexter? No, because we haven't rewatched the old Dexter. I got to rewatch the old Dexter.
Okay, my son is messaging us.
Oh, man. What is he? See, he's online. Somebody told him something.
Okay. Holy cow. DeLorean offers a first look at its gull-winged Alpha 5 EV revival. Oh, my God. Another abomination. They're taking these beautiful cars and turning them into electric vehicles. All right. Let's see. Donnie expanded. I only watched Netflix Spartacus series. That wasn't a bad series. I watched the latest Ricky Gervais thing last night that he got that he's been getting a lot of shit for.
Oh, the one that you wanted me to watch with you?
Yeah. But we were going to watch something else. I don't know. Cancel me. I didn't actually see anything wrong with what he said. So, all right. I agree that a lot of current wave folks are interesting television episodic content is different than our generation. I mean, granted, we only had 3 channels and you had UHF channels if you were lucky.
That is awesome. Okay, so here's a funny story. When I was in college, way back in the day,
old days over, modern people just watch all episodes at one time.
Yes.
Yeah, the binging is in.
When I was in college, I didn't have cable. I was, lucky to have a TV that worked, and Channel 6 was the only thing that worked. And mind you, I was in the South, so there wasn't a whole lot. And I was like, okay, so I have to watch TV because I need to, and Channel 6 was it. So I watched this one show that I can tell you, and I can't remember. I totally lost the name of it. I'll probably remember it like in 10 minutes. That I would never, ever, ever watch if I had the chance to pick a TV show. But that was all that I had. And, it's like you watch you watch what you have when you have nothing. And it's like, okay, but it was still good TV, but it was also bad TV. And I was just like, gosh, and I can't even remember the name of the show. It was an awful show. Boy, my story meant nothing. Sorry about that.
That's okay. The comedy special was funny and I didn't get the hate. Then again, most of the hating on it haven't seen it. I would agree with that because he references all the thousands of genders correctly. And he even goes into this conversation of somebody incorrectly saying he or she, and he goes, no, she has a penis. You don't understand. Like he got it. It was right. Like, yeah. So, we got more eyes in the sky. If you can, if you're watching in, put it in the chat. I want to see who's here.
The problem with our younger generation right now is that we were taught that it was okay for us to have difference of opinions. That was the way that the world was. You can have different opinions and still be friends. And it was okay that we didn't agree. But what was not okay is to be upset because somebody didn't agree with you. Nowadays, it is like, if you don't agree with my opinion, you are wrong. So I'm thinking, honestly, with this Ricky Gervais, is that he's just like anything else. And he said one thing that somebody was like, oh, I don't like that. And that was as good as it gets. Mm. And they were like, oh, he's awful. He's awful. He said something wrong, but they don't really listen. And I'm like, if they would just listen, maybe they would actually probably learn something. Probably not. But
yeah. So
why did you turn the camera? I don't need to be.
Because we were unequally. It's called equality. Equal screen time. No, I noticed that you were slowly moving over there. So I figured, So Rob, when you're here on Friday, I'm going to have a little different setup. So you don't have to sit so close to me. I mean, Elisa doesn't. She likes sitting close to me.
I do not.
All right.
That's my toe.
All right. I'm going to butcher this name, so I'm not even going to say it. First of all, I would like to thank you for every season about Q Show. You're very welcome. Where are you? If you're still tuning in, where are you tuning in from? Pasandu.
I think I butchered it. I'm sorry if I absolutely butchered your name.
My last name. Our last name is Handworker.
Not my choice.
Whatever. So
the maiden name.
My last name has been where our last names have been butchered. So I try to be conscious of butchering other people's names. Well, you're
hard worker, home wrecker.
She's a
It's been a lot.
House wrecker.
Miss
Hamburger.
Yeah. It's been a lot. I work at an elementary school, and the things that kids come up with. So I just go by Miss Lisa. It just makes it easier. I don't have to explain the name, and it's not a 10-minute conversation.
Yeah. I do have episodes of Q Show that I have not edited or posted. That's on my long list of things to do. And I have, like, Rob will be out here. I'm going to make him do a Q Show Corner episode.
You're going to ask him nicely if he would like to do one.
Rob will do one. And then I've got Harvey will be here this weekend. I'll have him do one. And then I've got new stuff kind of in the back of my head of what I want to do. So you're welcome. There is more to come. It's just been a slow process. Let's see, Rob. It says, let's see. Difference of opinion, compromises were keys to success. They are now 4-letter words or an inflammatory ideology. Yeah. You know, I always, and I don't know where I heard this, but I really liked it. I am not responsible for the way that you feel.
Correct.
And so if you're angry at something I said, then you have to look within yourself to figure out, why are you angry at that? And so it's like, okay, if I made somebody cry, honestly, I don't want to make people cry. I'm sorry I made them cry, but it is it's up to them to realize, why are they being a little bitch?
Oh, but don't say that.
I know.
It's about control. It's about the things that you have control over, the things that you don't have control over. I have no control over how you're going to react to something that I say. What I do have control over is how I react to your either good reaction or bad reaction. But it is not my problem if you don't like everything that I say. Again, if you're going to ask me something, I'm going to be honest with you. It just doesn't matter.
He's okay with getting voluntold.
Yeah. You say that now.
Yeah.
I don't know. Voluntold.
Oh, and this is true. His last name becomes his first name more often than not, because how many times have I referred to you as Ray? Okay. Like,
you should be nice.
It's not just me.
Your name is all jacked, period.
Oh, I know.
First and last.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, we got lots of people in here.
That's because you've got an awesome guest.
I know. All right. If you can, say hi. Your pressure point channel is extensive. Appreciated. I'll spend some time soon to go through all that could benefit my practice. Well, that's why I did it. In fact, I'll say this: the show itself started off as I wanted to put pressure point information on video for my personal reference and for my students' reference. And so that's kind of where the idea started. And then I had this little bit in my mind that, I could become internet famous and then live out my life as a millionaire just teaching pressure points on YouTube. But, pressure points on YouTube aren't that popular. So that never happened.
Sensation? I don't know if I'd watch that.
No, but in real, I just started putting it out there, and I figured, hey, if it benefits other people, then that's great. And so
get your name out there.
It's kind of funny because Harvey's always like, you're more famous than you think you are. And I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm just some goofball who does videos. Like, I don't think of myself, but I, it's kind of funny how there are people who have come to seminars that I've attended to meet me, which is really, it's odd.
That's weird.
But they're not weird people.
No, that's just weird. Yeah. That somebody comes to a seminar to meet you.
Yeah. Please share your knowledge about no-touch knockouts. Ooh. They're not combat applicable, so I don't really practice it. It's something that we play with, but not anything major. Let's see. People hate pressure points when I applied. I only occasionally use them. Yeah, pressure points are there to just make it more effective. if we only focus on the use of pressure points, then our martial arts is crap. We have to think about the actual technique first, and then put the pressure points just to make it a little bit more effective. Oh, here you go. Kyushu Corner is how we met and then figured out that we were both hardcore nerds and are now friends. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. One of my biggest supporters. I appreciate Rob. All right. Let's see. See, my tea isn't done, so I still got to think of.
That's fine.
Yeah. She asked me, so how long does this thing usually go for? And it's like, well, I kind of put the rule on that as long as my teacup is full, then we're still going to talk. And she's like, and I said, sometimes the episodes are 30 minutes. I said, a couple weeks ago, it was like an hour and a half long. And she's like, are you serious?
I didn't say it like that. Why do you do my voice like that? Wow. Are you serious?
Trying to get the tone that I hear.
Okay. I feel like treating you like my elementary school kids.
Oh, yeah?
What tone is it that you think you hear? Because this is the tone I'm trying to get back to you. Apparently, you're not listening.
All right. So we have, if we go to, I just saw something as I switch screens. Let's get back to that. Let's see. Today I did a wrist lock during rolling. Oh, cool. That's nice. How long does this go for? The answer is yes. The show is fueled by ADHD and geek power. Oh, that's amazing.
Oh, you need to put that on a shirt.
Oh, that's awesome. Now, I know that there's birthdays today. In fact, there were birthdays over the weekend that I did not mention on Friday. So we'll kind of go through that, because there's ones that because I try and remember people's birthdays. I just, sometimes I remember them, sometimes I don't. So over the weekend on the 28th, was my old director. His name was Rich Hildreth, or is. He's still alive, but his birthday was on May 28th. Rich. So it's funny because he always used to talk about when talking security, he would say, talking about different branding and types of security, he would say, there's a bunch of different chicken places out there. He says, and when he said, we are more like KFC.
Well, I gotta be chicken.
I don't know. I don't know. Joking, so I don't know why he did this, but it was funny because he had, he would talk about KFC and how, even though there's Popeyes is still good chicken. It's just that we do things the KFC way. So it's like that there's other, like, it's not to say that another security company or another security organization is bad. It's just that we do things our way. That was basically, and he just used Kentucky Fried Chicken versus Popeyes. I think it's because he was white, but we're not going to make this a racial thing.
Why?
So anyway, so she so when he got fired, he in his office,
when he got let go and went on to better things. Don't put his business out there like that.
We wish him and his business anyway. So when he left the organization,
there you go. That's how you do it.
He had a patch that was kind of in a frame. It was a KFC patch, and he left that on his desk. That was awesome. When he left, and classic. I mean, like that was better than my email. And I always wanted to get my hand on that patch, but I never could. And it was basically just a round patch. It was like a KFC is this we do it our way or whatever their logo was or their catchphrase was. But I was just like, when I heard that that's how he left, I was like, that's just amazing. So some people don't like him. I have always liked Rich from the day I met him. When I got hired, he calls me on the phone. I hadn't even started yet. I had gotten the phone call that, this is how much you're going to make. This is when we want you to start, all that kind of stuff. And so he calls me up and he says, I want to meet, I like to meet all the new people that come in. Do you have time? And so he says, it'll probably only take about 30 minutes. 2 hours later, come to find out he's a talker like me. And we got along so well. I've always liked Rich, even though Rich is part of the reason why I never became a supervisor. Overall, cat's on the table. Gotta shoot the cat.
Where is my guns?
I don't know where they're right there.
Ho.
I bought Lisa these Nerf guns so she could shoot the cat from far away.
Sorry.
So.
Jojo, you know better.
Okay. I like that. When he got promoted to customer.
That is awesome.
So I had forgotten. So when I talked about when I left and we were talking about the future endeavors or with mixed emotions, that's what
mixed emotions.
Yeah, it is with mixed emotions that we announced that. Yeah. He said that at one of the places he worked, that's what they did. That they got promoted to customer.
I kind of like that.
That is so awesome. Okay. We had three. I have three friends who are had birthdays on the 29th. I'm gonna butcher this one. I don't even know where he's from. Japchan Del Lang.
At
least that's what his Facebook says. I have some friends on there that their names on Facebook are not their real names. And it's so funny because some of the older friends, some of the ones that I went to high school with, I'm like, I know that's not their name. And then I can't remember what their original name was. So I have to go to a yearbook.
It's because you're old.
Yeah. Guy named Brad Rees. I don't know who he is. He went to Central.
Well,
that's all I know, but I don't remember going to school with a Brad Rees. Maybe he was in there he goes. She loves her. Okay, and then there's a guy, Nicolo Faggio Scarby. Anyway, he wrote a book. He wrote a Kyusho book, and it's like the history or the mysteries of Kyusho. And it was just a short, not short. I mean, it's a good thick book, but he did it as like a Kickstarter. And so I don't know how much I paid for the book. I actually wanted to get more books because he's in a whole nother country. Like he's in the EU, and I actually wanted to buy a bunch of books to get them over here because you can't really find his book. I might reach out to him and see if he actually has any left, because that would be, if you don't have it. And of course we're not in my library. We actually do kind of have a library.
I have a library,
but I don't have the book to show you, but it's actually a really good book. So it's one of those where
we need to put your library up at the school.
So anyway, those three birthdays were yesterday, and a buddy of mine, his birthday is today. We went to Central together. We were in many of the same classes.
Did he do well in those classes?
Probably not. Well, he probably did better than me.
I think a broomstick could have done better than you. I'm just being nice.
Yeah, we have Miss. I went to public school and got A's and B's, and I went to private school and got D's and C's.
I'm not exactly sure as to why you act like your private school was all that better than what I did.
I was just a bad student.
Oh, is that what we're calling
because
it?
we
So when our children say, I was just a bad student, that we're supposed to go with that. Okay. I was just a bad student.
Yeah.
You were lazy.
Anyway, John lives locally. He has not responded to my birthday invitation. So I don't know. When we were talking about what we had planned for today, I looked at the time. I was like, oh, it's 9. I was like, I got to do my tea. And she's like, 9:30? Seriously? Really?
That's way early.
That's, yeah.
I mean, I'm at schools usually, so I guess it's really not that early, but.
So one of my buddies' Facebook name is John Jacob Jingheimer Smith.
Oh, for the love. That is awesome.
And then there's some people where I became friends with them and I know who they are, and then they change their names. And so then I'm going through and I'm like, I don't know who that is. I don't see them posts. So I don't know. It is what it is. Oh, and then of course it says that it's my birthday. So Facebook says, Mish, it's almost your birthday. People have raised $6 billion on Facebook and Instagram for causes they care about. Create a fundraiser and we'll take care of the donation process with no fees. Mm-hmm. So does this mean I can do like a Kickstarter, or not a Kickstarter, but like a GoFundMe for my birthday and
you can, but it wouldn't
pay for Mish's? Well,
it wouldn't be through them. They have
I know
companies that you would be able to use.
I know, but I can do but it's like pay for Mish's 50th birthday party.
Oh, for the love. Ain't nobody doing that. Please.
I could start a GoFundMe where it's like, Mish only has 2 students and he needs to pay rent for school for his school. Okay, so I joke and I laugh about that.
An old man thing.
I know.
Keep on going.
People have done. I mean, during COVID, people did that. They started, GoFundMes for instructors, and there were some instructor people out there that like they made like tens of thousands of dollars and used that to pay rent. We did that for Bram. Not me, one of his other students, and we tried to promote it. I think Bram made like $200.
That's it.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah. So so it's unfortunate. All right, and then we got Stephen Bryan. I'm trying to think of who that is. We got 2 people who had birthdays tomorrow, which is the actual birthday of our grandson.
Yes.
He's going to be a whole 1 year old.
Mr. James.
Yeah. We had I think I maybe have mentioned this on Friday. We did a, because the weather has kind of been iffy, that we were wondering, or not we were wondering, but his parents were like, our house is too small to fit all these people in comfortably for this kid's first birthday, because they were going to basically have it in the backyard. Because
they had no backup plan. Let's just start out by saying they had no backup plan. They planned one thing and that was it. Unlike, us who would be like, okay, if we're having it outside, we can do A, B, and C. They had A. A was it. That was it. And then I got a call asking if the school that I work at would let them use the gym.
All right.
Girl, you done lost your mind. Of course ain't nobody gonna let you use the gym.
Sydney time is 3 a.m. I have to go to bed. See you next time. All right. Well, Donnie, thank you for tuning in. You have a good rest. And dude, it's 3 a.m. there. Yeah.
Dude, I'd be sleeping.
All right.
Okay, tell your story about which was a great idea and a great thing that he did for his grandson. Oh, and his business.
Yeah. So when Lisa is telling me about this thing that Destiny did,
Plan A,
that only one plan, And so I reached out to her and I was like, why don't we have it at the school? Now she actually was like, she was so thankful because she was actually going to be using one of the conference rooms at the hotel she works at. So, yeah. So, it was Thursday. So Thursday night, and I think this is why I already kind of mentioned this, but that's okay. So Thursday night they show up at school and to drop off stuff. So then I get to the school, I don't know what time on Friday, but they end up showing up, and then they argued about that the stuff should have already been put up because that's what she wanted to do, was stay there Thursday evening and put everything up so they didn't have to do it in the morning.
Which totally makes sense.
Which makes sense. But then blamed it
nothing else to do.
But then blamed it on Ashton of like, oh, we had to go home. So that was fun. I just stood there and I mean, I let them kind of do, let them do stuff. But yeah, it was actually pretty good. We had I don't know how many people showed up.
It was at least 25.
Yeah.
At least.
But it was pretty cool. But my thought was, have people come to the school. We can use the school. So and maybe maybe most of the kids would not be in the age groups that I teach, but people would be talking about it. And then maybe talk to other people about it. So me letting them use the school for the party was twofold. So, and I actually don't think we got out of there. I didn't get out of there until like, I don't know, 7.
Okay. So,
if
we do birthday parties there has to be a cutoff.
Oh, I know.
But I think that was like the best idea you could have ever done. It's great advertising. It's free advertising. Very little cleanup. Everything's there. It's perfect. It's mats, kids. I mean, it was the perfect place to have it. And then it kind of gave us, and I like how he says him, but it gave us ideas as to, how we can more get the word about Artisan out there to do other things. A martial arts birthday party is actually totally perfect. Have a plan for the kids to play, and then they get a little mini, 15-minute lesson, if that, and then they play some more, eat cake, open presents, and get the hell out. But it's like totally perfect. So, hey, however you can advertise freely for your business, all for it.
Yeah, and that was one thing where it was like, I wanted to do birthday parties, but I was like, of course, I don't really have the student body right now to promote birthday parties. But I was also hesitant of what's this going to look like. Right. And so, using them as basically guinea pigs, we took all the chairs that are normally in the lobby and we put them along the wall on the mats. And then we took 2 tables. And one of the tables, I actually, I got one of those, and I should have taken a picture.
You didn't take any pictures?
I took one picture.
Of the table?
Not of the table. So there's, what is it? I got one of those stretchy tablecloths that actually has Artisan written on it. So it says Artisan Martial Arts on the front. And I got it initially. So if, we got a booth, we could have the booth and it would be out and, and it's closed in front where it has Artisan Martial Arts on the front. And then on the back, it's open. So we could use underneath for storage.
It's actually really cool.
It is actually really cool. Got it off of Etsy for, I think I paid $100, and normally like with other companies, the same thing would have cost $3. Like it was crazy. So and then so this first time I used it, and then I washed it, and it washes great.
Oh, did it wash up good?
Oh yeah, it washed up fine.
What was really nice is where he put the table, it was right nicely where you could see from the door, and the way that the school set up with all the window space, and then the door is a complete window, that as you're walking by, you're still seeing everything, but you really truly saw that martial arts, artist of martial arts tablecloth that just kind of spoke to you as you walked by.
Yeah.
It was actually pretty cool.
Yeah. So just, setting up, say, the food and everything in the lobby, and our lobby isn't that big, but it gave us a chance to look at what would it look like and how would we be able to set up for a parents' night out or a birthday party.
And people took off their shoes with no problem.
Yeah,
it was actually like because
it
was pretty cool.
She had already kind of front loaded them, saying, "Hey, we changed locations. Here's the new address. It's their new mat, so you just got to take off your shoes when you go on the mat." And everybody did. So the little cube thing that we got for the front, so students could. It was just full of people stuff. It was awesome.
It was actually really good.
Yeah, it was actually really cool. So, this is, yes, word of mouth and corrugated street signs are some of the best advertising you can get, better than postcards.
Oh, snickerdoodle.
Oh my gosh.
Postcards are the worst thing ever.
LOL. Well, he knows that's where he knows about it.
I know the postcards were a great idea, but
they were a good idea. It was poorly executed.
If we were in the 1950s, they were a great idea.
Yeah. So
that's the nicest way to put it.
Yeah. Kenny. See, Kenny comes on here every now and then. Good morning, Kenny. See,
the wife
is with me. We got like a bunch of people.
Why are you telling people my business? The wife is. I might not.
I'm claiming ownership, woman.
I might not want people to know that we're married.
Whatever. We got a bunch of eyes in the sky.
I'm just joking. Since you talk about me and nobody's ever really seen me,
Yeah, she is real. Yeah, see, Kenny thinks it's funny. See, ha ha ha.
Oh,
yeah. We got a lot of people watching.
It's awesome.
Say hi. Interact.
No, they just.
This is just us dogging on stuff. All right, so let's see.
What else?
She needs to be. She needs to be on the morning show more often. Is it because she's more entertaining than I am?
Absolutely. I work at a school, so I am. If school's in, I'm at school. Summertime, I'll be here.
Yeah.
Unless there's summer school, because I applied to be part of that, but that's only for 8 days, so it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah. The back and forth is good.
Yeah. Well, maybe if I have my own drink, I'm not hot tea, but morning tea with Mish and Lisa. Ugh, that's awful. It'll just be morning tea with Mish.
It's morning tea with me.
Yeah. Well,
morning tea. See, tea and me.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
Rhyme.
Seriously.
I is smart.
I'm
okay.
So proud of you.
Yeah. Whatever. So I tried to watch some Star Trek this weekend. Let's see.
Are you talking about Voyager?
Bill. See? Bill tunes in.
Hi, Bill. So you talking about Voyager?
Yes. I kept on. I didn't. Yeah.
I can watch Voyager, but not like I can't. Okay, so I do enjoy Star Trek. I really, really do. But I cannot watch DS9. I'd rather
Southern coffee than Lisa. Coffee with whiskey is a good way to start the day.
I love it. But no, Voyager is not bad. Kate Mulgrew is Mulgrew, right?
Kate Mulgrew.
Yeah, she's not bad. Her hair drives me nuts, but okay. I mean, it's good.
So I can't remember exactly where we left off.
Where you should be.
Timeless. See, I can't remember. Oh, Nothing Human. shoot.
You're supposed to be paying attention.
I know. I was really behind.
She was sitting there talking with some guy, and she says, "Oh, it worked." I don't know what episode I walked in on the other night. She was talking to some guy. I don't know. I should have looked at the episode. I'm really a lot of help.
Okay, but so I think it was I had fallen asleep during Infinite Regress, and we hadn't really gone through that. So the Infinite Regress was it was 7 of 9, and there was this one node that that they had come upon this that these aliens basically were trying to put a virus into the Borg, and it was affecting her, and all the different, like, there was she started taking on personalities. It was kind of a multiple personality disorder episode. And then they destroy the node, or they get rid of it, and then she's fine. So I don't know. It's just one of those. It was a 7 of 9 episode. Nothing Human was. I watched that probably 3 or 4 times because I kept on falling asleep, but I finished it last night. That was actually a pretty good episode. They were B'Elanna ends up getting some. She's attacked by some alien, kind of like a bug, and it's attached itself to her, and they can't figure out how to get him off, and so they create. Oh, what is it? They create another hologram. It was like a hologram reference program for like this famous exobiologist that just happened to be a Cardassian. But then they start realizing, because one of the Bajoran members of the crew recognizes him as basically this wartime doctor that killed people to help other people. Like, it was like totally bringing it back to World War II and the Nazi doctors that would experiment on humans to create, to basically, figure out viruses or whatever.
Like that movie Old that we saw.
Kind of.
Okay.
And we'll get to that. We'll get to that too. But it was that good throwback, and really the efficacy of do we utilize medical knowledge that was gained immorally in the future? Do we just throw that information away, or do we keep it? And of course, the doctor, they save B'Elanna because of what this doctor did, and then, but even that, our holographic doctor he's like, oh, well, you don't really have to do that. You can do this, and we could try this and maybe get a better result or whatever. And that actually ended up working. So it was a partially the unethical doctor and partially our good doctor. But then it really came down to the doctor's decision to get rid of this program or not. Because the captain was like, look, she tells the doctor, look, you are the medical expert on this ship. I'm giving you the decision to either keep the program or to get rid of the program. And so ethically, he said that he would basically delete the program and all of its information. So, because they didn't know that he, initially was like, oh, we're just going to use it because he's this famous doctor that saved all of these millions and billions of people, but did not realize that at the core, he was actually using living beings, not just animals, but actually, Bajorans and humans, and, to do his stuff. So, and then 30 days, this was we learn that Tom Paris is he loves the water and actually wanted to become an actual Navy, a naval personnel, but his dad was the one that made him go into Starfleet. And they come upon this planet that it's basically this ball of water that's being held together, and he gets put in the brig, and we learn the story of why he's put in the brig from him writing a letter to his dad. So interesting character episode. Nothing, we don't really, I mean, we learn that he prefers the water. We actually get to see the Delaney sisters. There you go. I think that's the first time we actually ever get to see the Delaney sisters. I don't know if we see them again in the future, but they are actual twins. And I think I actually saw most of it. I don't remember exactly how it ends. So I'll say I probably fell asleep. If I didn't, because what I'll do is I'll do what Lisa does, is that when she falls asleep during an episode, she'll restart the episode, scroll to where she remembers, and then continues watching.
Yeah, I do that a lot.
Yeah. So I'll probably do the same thing. And if I get all the way to the end, then it just wasn't a very memorable ending,
basically.
So, let's see. I think you were a few episodes into season 5. I'm catching up, Voyager. Oh, you're just finishing season 2. Okay. Let's see. And then Counterpoint. I don't know. So really, if we go,
what is this?
No, seriously. if we go, like, Saturday is our default 3-episode day, and so between Friday and, like, we had 5 episodes over the weekend, and I got nothing for you, you know. So I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I 6, 7 really, because Dark Frontier is 2 episodes. Sensei Emmett, good morning. Where are you tuning in from? And then yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7. So I'm really 7 episodes behind. In name, it's only 6, but Sunday, Dark Frontier is a 2-episode thing, and it says 109, 110. So I don't know if it's a 2-parter or if it's one of those where it was 1 episode, because there are some episodes that are just 1 episode but get 2 numbers. Ireland, 7 p.m. in Ireland.
Snickerdoodle.
Cool. Thank you for tuning in, sir. Oh, and happy birthday, Colin Meaney. Today is Colin Meaney's birthday. Says he's 69. Oh my gosh. 69 years old. Do you know who Colin Meaney played?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Colin Meaney.
He could say it so many times. It doesn't mean that, all of a sudden I'm going to know who he's talking about. Do you want to say it a couple more times so that maybe...
Colin Meaney. Okay.
You said it like 3 times and you looked at me like, I know that you'll get this. I have no flipping clue.
He played a character from the beginning, like the very first episode of The Next Generation, all the way to the last episode of DS9.
Oh, well, that narrows it down. What character is it? You're not telling me anything.
Miles O'Brien.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah. I love it. The most important Starfleet officer in history. Yeah.
I can barely remember yesterday, let alone this particular character, which is a great character. Don't get me wrong.
All the trauma that boy went through being a Starfleet officer. Oh my gosh.
He's a great character. Great character.
Sign of Insanity, doing the same thing and expecting a different result.
Thank you.
Colin Meaney.
Such a dork.
Anyway, so it is his birthday today. Oh, James gave you guys kiss. Is James watching his grandparents? That's Destiny.
Oh, see, I told you she was watching.
She was not watching during that part. Okay.
Hello, James.
All right. So really 7 episodes, and then we got 2 episodes for today. So
you are 9 episodes behind. You are a slacker.
I am really behind. So let's see. Oh, also in martial arts news, I finished writing. Well, I didn't write, but Peter, Amy, and I are well, Peter's the one actually doing the work, but I finished reading The Art of the Blade, the most latest draft. And so we met yesterday and went over edits. So that book will soon be out. It's actually a pretty good book. And in fact, I've thought about doing an audio for it that I would actually read the audio for it. I don't know if my voice is that good enough for the audio. Whatever.
I might have to turn you off. I'd be like, nope, can't listen to this.
Maybe if I make my S's like that.
Oh, what's his name on that show?
So Lisa listens to a lot of the JD Rob. And so
that is Norma. No,
yeah.
Nora,
anyway,
Nora Roberts,
so the same gal reads all of the audiobooks.
Yes.
And some of her S's, like sometimes I can't listen to it because the S's for me are too, like they're too high.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Whatever.
All right, Emmett, don't worry, Sensei Mish. I'm 4 months behind. I've been training so much, my vids have slipped, but a lot of editing and uploading to do soon. Yeah, it happens.
True.
It happens.
True.
When I think about Kyushu Corner, I think the last time I don't know when the last time I posted an episode, but the last time I filmed was in September. And so it was probably early September or late August that I actually posted. So it's we're coming up on almost a year, which since a Kyushu Corner episode has been, but I did have
May.
like,
not August.
It's almost June, July, August. So 9 months.
Thank you for, that's
9
much
months.
better. Almost a year.
9 months is closer to 12 months than it is 3 months to 12 months. And Bill, he misses us. We miss you too.
Yes, we do.
Yeah. So let's see. Anything else? Is there anything else you want to pester people live on?
No.
We're just going to shut off and then she's going to pester me more. So anyway, so that book should be out soon. And then I actually started giving, what the hell?
What did Carl say?
I gave up on Star Trek when they killed Spock's dog. Seriously?
Man.
I love you, Carl. You could have a child in 9 months. Yeah. See?
That makes much more sense since almost a year.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Oh, I did actually pull animated series. I don't remember a lot of the animated series. They killed Spock's dog in the animated series. Well, we'll have to watch that.
I think not.
We'll have to watch that.
Well, that's what you're going to be watching, that one on your own.
Yeah. Let's see. But I did actually start pulling pictures for my next book. I shot some video of just the kata.
How awesome it is.
I did.
I'm just joking.
Yeah,
just joking. That would not sell any copies.
So anyway, so I shot video a while ago for the kata, and I pulled screenshots to put in the book. So I did that last night. So things are slowly moving along. So anyway, I think that's it. My like the rule of the tea. Yeah, I finished my tea a little bit ago. So technically we should shut off the minute I finish my tea.
Hey, you're the one that kept talking.
I know.
Ain't
I
nobody
talked
stopping you.
All right, guys. So thank you for tuning in. If you haven't subscribed, like, shared, all that social media stuff, do so. You can find me on Instagram, TikTok. I TikTok now.
I don't think they call it that. But anyway,
what do they call it?
I don't know what they call it.
I TikTok. I TikTok.
No, please. Oh, for the love of George. He's on TikTok is all you need to say. I'm on TikTok. I TikTok.
I TikTok.
You are so old. You are so old.
I am on the line.
Oh, for the love. You're lucky your daughter's not upstairs.
All right, James is waving goodbye. Bye, James. All right. So love to all. Have a safe day today. Memorial Day. If you're going to go out and visit grave sites, then do so.
Or visit with family.
So, all right. Thank y'all. And I'll see you tomorrow.